My child, I sense you are needing to hear a message today. For I, your Lord, desire you to walk the path of faith. As it is written in Scripture, the righteous will live by faith. When you chose to accept my gift of salvation, it was by grace through faith that you became my own. And it is by that same faith I now call you to actively live. Many proclaim faith, yet fail to truly walk in it daily. But I am faithful not only to save you, but to uphold you each moment thereafter. I will enfold you in perfect peace, a peace far beyond human reasoning. I give it freely as you abide in me, for I long for your companionship along life's journey. My deepest desire is to disciple you, that you may grow ever more into my likeness and fulfill my purposes. With me as your shepherd, you shall not want. My responsibility is to lead and guide. Yours is but to follow me, wholeheartedly, wherever I direct your path. As you embark upon a journey, steadfast following ensures arrival at the destined end in safety. Yet, trailing far behind, harbors the risk of separation at crucial crossroads. Seeking to shortcut the path I guide may result in missing essential stations I have set forth. Every one of these holds importance in the unfolding of what I am crafting within you and in the achievement of my grander designs. But as you stay close, you will clearly hear my gentle whispers. Go here, do this there, help them. For I have good works prepared for you that you should walk in them. They flow from our intimate relationship and time spent together. Seeking me first enables you to be led by my Spirit who lives within. This daily dependence was modeled by my disciple Peter, whom I called to walk upon the waters. Beckoning him to come, Peter stepped out in faith, his focus steadfastly fixed on me. Yet as soon as his eyes shifted to the surrounding storm, his trust in me wavered. Losing confidence in my ability to uphold him, he began to sink. Oh, if only he knew. No wave or wind could ever overpower my might, for even the winds and sea obey my voice. I allowed the adverse conditions to reveal his faltering faith. Then, reaching to catch him, I lifted him to safety. For I will never forsake my own, nor allow them to be engulfed in that which seeks to overwhelm. I remain sovereign over all created things. Now Peter at that moment faced a critical choice, whether to remain safely aboard the boat or to walk upon the waters with me. And herein lies the crux of your decision as well, my child. For there are always myriad reasons that will try convincing you to stay put where it is comfortable and secure. Yet do not be deceived. True security is only found in close dependence on me. What may falsely promise safety is often disguised bondage, keeping you from stepping into all I have destined for your life. Let not popular opinion nor fear of the unknown prevent you from boldly following me. For nothing is impossible for those who believe. Did I not proclaim that greater works than these shall you also do as you trust in my ability working through you? So doubt no longer that you are well able to undertake whatever I am calling you to. For it is through faith my divine power permeates your humanity, accomplishing the supernatural. Remember when Peter first peered out at me through the storm, he was already walking upon the water. But the instant doubt crept in, his footing faltered, causing him to sink. So keep your spiritual eyes anchored steadfastly on me. Ignore the wind's swirlings, disregard the waves' roarings, for they shall not prevail against you. I am upholding you. Thus determine in your heart not to retreat back to the perceived safety of old ways and habits. Remain fixed on me, and you shall walk supernaturally through every stormy trial. Just as your instruments are continually refined to possess enhanced faculties, so I desire to bestow upon you heightened discernment and spiritual strength. This requires first silencing the clamor of worldly diversions and disturbances to humbly accept what I offer. Unlike the unexpected halts brought by the turning of seasons or the sudden rains that pause the day's labor, I choose the most propitious times to endow your spirit with new understanding and wisdom as you yield to my handiwork. So let today be a fresh start in pursuing intimacy with me above all else. Even small gestures towards me are most meaningful when proffered out of genuine love rather than religious routine. Something, anything, no matter how tiny, when given wholeheartedly pleases me greatly. For I cherish fellowship with you, who are the delight of my heart. I am always wooing you to draw nearer still. Will you choose to walk in faith today by responding to my prompting? For I promise to uplift and uphold you by my strength and grace sufficient for each step ahead. Listen for my whisper bidding you to come. Then boldly arise to follow wherever I lead. As you walk through the tumultuous waters of life, be sure to keep my teachings close, for they shall energize your faith when it grows weak. Fear is a sly adversary, capable of immobilizing even the most resolute among my followers, planting seeds of uncertainty that can halt your progress. Yet faith, beloved, faith invigorates. Have you not pondered the words bestowed upon my servants in the Scriptures? Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Without hope, faith wanders aimlessly, akin to a vessel devoid of its steering. They must operate in concord, empowering each other. Just as the joining of oil and flame brings light to the darkness, walk always with the eyes of faith open wide, envisioning the glories I have prepared for you, not blinded by the shadows the enemy casts to frighten you. Whenever false evidence appears real, denying its deception, saying, "No, I will not cower before these illusions." Face your fears, trace them back to their sources of untruth, erase them from your mind, and replace them wholly with my word. If fear still plagues you, recall my goodness, which never fails. Do not envision the worst outcomes, but trust in my plans to prosper you. And do not accept defeat prematurely, nor reject the ways I have set out before you. Stand firmly on my promises, choosing a path illuminated by faith, not obscured by anxious doubts. You must persist ahead, even when the way seems dark and obstacles arise. What other choice is there? To give in to despair, to stop short of the purposes I have for you? No, my child, you must keep walking in faith, believing that the light will dawn and your trials too shall pass. If you stumble, fall forward, and if you fail, fail forward, for nothing is final as long as breath remains. A setback does not indicate defeat, no more than losing early rounds spells doom for the determined boxer. As long as your will to strive remains, victory shall be yours in due time. Have I not written it thus, that you overcome in the end? The author of your story has already seen the closing lines, though the middle chapters remain yours to write. Take heart that the one who began this good work in you shall surely complete it. I am not hindered by your past errors, for when you asked my forgiveness, were you not washed clean as freshly fallen snow? Therefore let not old regrets weigh you down needlessly. A new day has dawned. You cannot change what came before, but you can transform what comes after. So begin again, with the end goal firmly in sight. Fulfill the purpose I've ordained for you, staying true to my call in your spirit, moving forward in faith-fueled positivity, for your outlook helps determine the heights your dreams shall reach. My beloved child, the journey of faith I have called you to is not one you walk alone, but one we embark upon together. I am with you always, your constant guide and faithful companion along the way. The course ahead may at times seem dim and obscured, but I have not left you without a compass to chart your path. My word, my spirit, My very presence within you will illuminate the way forward, even in the darkest valley. Fix your eyes upon me. Let my voice echo in your ear. Be led by my gentle nudges within your spirit. And though the way may wind through uncertain terrain, I will lead you safely to the destination I have prepared for you. In a world that offers fleeting treasures, false hopefuls, I call you to root yourself in me alone. I am the true source of the life, peace, meaning, and purpose your soul truly thirsts for. Anchoring yourself in my presence is what will carry you through the storms that rage without. For in me you have an enduring refuge and strength. The trials you encounter along the journey are not meant to defeat you, but rather to strengthen and refine you. Consider the prophet by the brook, sustained by ravens in famine. The season of lack was a test of trust, meant to remove faulty foundations and establish faith in me alone. Likewise, the challenges permitted into your life have purpose, to awaken hunger for me above all else, to nurture endurance and persevering hope. My goal is not to break you, but to take what the world uses to break you and make you stronger. There are seasons appointed for you under heaven, times of flourishing and times of pruning. In the difficulty, when it seems I am cutting back, carving away with careful strokes, consider, am I clearing away excess in order to bring forth new growth? Trust that I see what you cannot. It is the blog removed, so the rose may bloom even brighter. Stay close. Let this season of letting go make space for all I have yet to implant within you. The most fruitful vines are the ones that yield to the gardener's blade. What I do with purpose. Your perspective is limited, but I view eternity in its fullness. That delay, that impasse that seems senseless from where you stand, consider that perhaps I am using it to prepare the precise moment for you to intersect with another I am readying for your path. What seems accidental is ordained. Wait with expectant patience for my plans to unfold. Allow your steps to fall in time with mine. I make no misstep. Do not discount the power of prayerful conversation with me along the way. In the quiet, as you open your soul to me, I meet you. Listen for the promptings of my spirit, implanting strength, vision, direction deep within the fertile soil of your inner life. Many critical junctions and decisions along your path are made clear in these times with me. Neglect them not. And as you journey, take special care to nurture gratitude. A thankful heart can endure famine, loss, upheaval with resiliency and hope, always seeing the evidence of my faithfulness regardless of circumstances. Gratitude clears away resentfulness over unmet desires and perceived losses, anchoring you instead in rich contentment for all you have been given. Lift your eyes from comparison, lack, hardship. Choose rather to set your gaze upon my goodness. Remember, as you travel through the terrain of your days, you do not walk alone. Others journey alongside you, and your shared road is intended to bless those travelers as well. The light within you is meant to illuminate each path you cross. Extend to others the comfort, grace, and kindness shown you. See each person as the treasure they are, worthy vessels that carry my image. Reach out to the lonely, bind up the broken, lift up the weary. The love I have freely poured upon you is love meant to freely flow through you. Do not neglect this sacred stewardship. There will be deafening noise, urgent demands constantly contending for your focus as you walk with me. Do not let them drown out the sweet sound of my voice gently whispering guidance deep within. Regularly retreat into the quiet sanctuary of my presence, training your soul to find its rest in communion with me alone. As you learn to soar with eagles, rising above the fray, you gain necessary perspective for each unfolding leg of your journey. You cannot endure its demands running on empty. Let me fill you anew. My child, I walk each step alongside you. Do not lose heart or yield to fear of what lies ahead. The course may hold hardship, but greater still is my promise of victory, purpose, and profound joy as you walk in trust with me. I know the plans I have for you. Plans not to harm, but to prosper, to give you hope and a future. What I have started in you, I myself will complete. Let this journey of faith we share strengthen your trust in my promise and provision that never fails. For I am with you, I am for you, I am working all things for your good. This is my pledge for all your days. Continue your way trusting in my power, my purpose, and my plan that never fails. Great is your reward as you follow in faith with your hand held securely in mine.